Yo, what's up? Happy Thursday. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. Maul, what's up? Good morning. Donovan, hello. Felix, Jack, good to see ya. HSNKRS, what would that be? Don't even know how to pronounce that one. Trader Toa, Mr. Puff, what's up? Couple of bucks. Good luck to you as well. OBP, what's up? Ivan, Slavash, what's up? What's up? Got a nice stormy morning here in Chicagoland. Pretty cozy. We had PPI come out this morning. It's a little hotter than expected. Here's PPI. 1.6 on a 1.2 forecast. And a little drop in the market here. You should not copy me. No, you will. Terrible idea. Do not copy me. I wonder if my stream bot's working. It'll remind you not to copy me. So. Let me just see if my bot's working here. Let's see. You know, I turned on the bot last night, but I don't know. It's still sleeping. Oh, there it goes. It's just a little slow. License pay, for how many points do you go for? It varies. I would say pretty standard is like 30 to 50 points on NASDAQ. Oh, is there a SpaceX launch right now? Did you guys trade yesterday? It looked pretty slow. I didn't get to spend a lot of time in front of the charts, but looked like a pretty slow market. I was glad to not be sitting on stream in that kind of boring price action. I did take one trade, but the guys working on my house, I knew they're going to cut power at some point, so I didn't want to hang around too long, and the price action wasn't that great. So just for transparency's sake, I took a long at 18,351 at 9:15 Central yesterday. And then we didn't get the hold above VWAP, so I ended up just killing it for about break even, a small gain. And I was glad I did because it would have stopped me out right there. So it was a good kill. And that was all I did yesterday. $31 on your algo yesterday. It's definitely slow. All right. Just Grenade. Did you see my stream on Tuesday? Basically, I'll give an update just for the maximum number of people. I'll probably give it 15, 20 minutes or so. I'll give you an update just so I don't have to repeat myself when 100 more people join and ask the same question. So stay tuned. First stream. Okay, yeah, I'll give you an update of what I'm doing. I am trading. This is a real money account. It's an account with Edge Clear. I'll probably trade some funded accounts, combines, something like that. I'll probably do something like that. At some point. I know Apex is having a sale. Maybe I'll hop in a few of those. Maybe I'll trade Top Step X or something. I don't know. Right now, I'm trading micros on my own real money account. So I have bottom half of my charts are NASDAQ, top half is S&P. And I am cross trading 2 micros. So I can still look at the chart on the E-mini, but trade micros. So right now we broke below this kind of, what is this, 54 level that was holding in this early pre-market here. And whenever we see this peak below, I like to see it then hold. You see the peak below, you know, people are probably hopping in short if you're like a FOMO Joe. And then that can trap a lot of short sellers. So whenever we see like a double bottom, peak below, and then it then reclaims that level, I usually like that for a long. But we are 5 minutes before open, so I don't really plan on taking any trades. Felix, what's VWAP? VWAP is volume weighted average price. It's the orange line on my chart. It's essentially, you can think of it as a moving average that actually takes into account volume. So it's like what's deemed the fairest value throughout the day. So it's a good measure for me. A lot of traders use it as if you're under VWAP, don't go long. If you're over VWAP, you know, take a long. But I catch some reversals, so you know, I'm not opposed to being long under VWAP. Also, today we have Bookmap. So this is if you're new to Bookmap, it's an order flow heat map. It's showing you transactions not on a candlestick basis, and it's showing you resting orders. So above current offer, we have resting orders. Below, we have resting orders. Maybe price will come down to these, maybe not. They're just resting orders that people put on the books. And on the left is a DOM price ladder. Shows you like similar things, just in a different format essentially. And then shows you there's a volume profile delta. So it shows you aggression. You know, the more the aggressor by price. So here we have 897 more aggressive, like sellers hitting the bid compared to buyers hitting the ask. So here we go. We are getting a little bit of a buy up after that little peak below. 2.5 minutes until market open. Any tips for passing the first combine? Just treat it like real money, you know? There's stakes attached to it, so be serious with it. Don't think, oh, I can just reset it if I screw up today. No. Take consistent trades that you can repeat on a daily basis. Because when you do pass and then get funded, you'll have that habit, you'll have that practice of taking those good trades that you can repeat, not just like YOLOing news, because how does that help you? You know, you pay then to activate your funded account and then you blow it because you don't know how to trade. So take just high quality setups that you know work for you. Matthew, good morning. Hope you have a great day too. Thanks. EM, what's up? Good morning. Are you intending to execute through Bookmap? Daniel, no, I'm not. I've never executed through Bookmap, and the way Rhythmic is, since I'm on a Mac, it's a little more complicated. Like I can't run Bookmap in plugin mode. Yada yada. There's a lot of reasons why, but basically, this Rhythmic feed that I'm getting through Bookmap does not have like a brokerage attached to it with money in it. Whereas this other account, you know, my MotiveWave platform here with Edge Clear, that's the real money Rhythmic account. So they're two different Rhythmic streams of data. So I can't execute on Bookmap right now with my setup, but other people can if they want. Softy, do you use MotiveWave? Like, if you want my setup, I don't mind sharing that. 30 seconds till market opens. I have to look up how to do it. I don't really remember. Maybe it's just like save as. That's just my analysis. I'll have to look up how to share my chart with MotiveWave if you want it. EM, I'm not an Apex guy. Like, I did read their email last night, and markets are open. I did read their email last night, and I think you have until like the 27th or something to do like to do the 1-day pass. Like you have to pass within this window, I think between now and the 27th. I think. I'm not sure. John, glad you're liking MotiveWave. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. All right, so open candle here. Currently red, not able to push us over VWAP just yet. But let's see. We're now back at these lows here from this morning. I wait 15, 30 minutes before taking my first trade. And I might wait longer still if it's not an ideal setup. Generally speaking, about my setup, about maps and indicators, like what do you want to, I don't know exactly what you would want that to look like, I guess. I'm gonna switch over to Bookmap. So right now, this is the ES on Bookmap here. And here's NQ. I really like ES. I usually look at ES because a lot of times there's a nice correlation between that and NQ. Right now, NQ is the weaker index. We'll see how that holds out throughout the morning here, but often I am looking at ES heat map even if I'm trading NQ. But when they're not so correlated, it would be more beneficial probably to look at NQ. Am I married to MotiveWave, or would I jump into other platforms that end up supporting Mac? I'm not married to it, but I mean I did pay for it, so you know it has like every feature I think I want for the most part, and I'm like used to it now, so I don't like jump and ship, so quick. I'm kind of a loyal, I'm kind of loyal to the software I use just out of comfort. But if something was really awesome, like if Sierra Chart was like Mac, native into Mac, which I don't think it ever would be, maybe it'd be worth learning. But I mean, MotiveWave gives you just about whatever you want. Like, I'm not sure what the actual benefit of switching would be. It's not gonna make me trade better, I'm pretty sure. So it's like coming from the photo world. I don't just go buy a new camera when it comes out because everyone's talking about it. I'm like, is this actually gonna make my life easier or make my photos look better? A lot of times it's not, so I don't buy it. Same kind of thing with switching platforms. How, is it just something to make you feel like you're improving something, or is it just, or is it actually gonna, give you information or make something easier about your trading? Maybe, maybe not. Quantower is okay, but heavy on the computer power. All right, yeah, I've heard the decent things about Quantower. Sometimes people are complaining about it, but people complain about everything. Couple bucks. This is the DOM right here. I mean, you can make it as big as you want. All right. ES getting some selling. We did have a new low on NQ. Now a little buy up here. That's weird. What Discord servers do you look to for advice? The only actual Discord I'm in, like look at on a regular basis, is Carmine Rosato's Discord. That's like the only one I actually look at. And then any fun videos in the works. I actually have one. It's a print-on-demand video, and I'm selling on Etsy this time, and it was pretty fun. That video is pretty much done. So that'll come out probably come out this month. And then just kind of focusing on some trading here. I mean, making videos about trading usually takes me away from trading a little bit. I might make a video on Motive Wave, just because there's not a lot of stuff out there. I know it's kind of a niche video. Like, that's why I don't really like making videos that will not really be worth the effort in terms of views. But I think there's not really that much out there, and I think it would help some people. Is Carmine's course worth it? Yeah, it is worth it. It's the one course I probably would recommend to people, but he kind of shut down that course and now is doing something different. So I have to wait and see. But I like learning from him. It's made a big difference for me. All right, 6 minutes into open, just waiting for stuff to settle down here before I try to look for a trade, because it could just, it could whipsaw any which direction. And I don't want to get caught in that. And starting a day with a red trade is not good for me. Do you only day trade, or do you have stock portfolio too? I have a stock portfolio, but I don't really, I have a couple, like I have a Roth IRA in Thinkorswim that sometimes I'll do buy some leaps, some long dated options on. And I have like an M1 portfolio that's just like a buy and hold into allocated funds. I don't really look at that very often, except for when market's at all-time highs, checking to see how the portfolio is doing. But nothing. I mean, for the most part, on a regular basis, I'm just day trading here. I like, I was swing trading some options in like Robinhood for fun, and I don't like worrying about like what the market's doing overnight. I don't like worrying about I have calls and the market just sold off 100 points pre-market, like being in and out of a trade, after the session it's nice not having any open positions. So JC, welcome to the live stream. Chilly New England. Yeah, here in Chicago it's pretty rainy and a little chilly, but not bad. Have you utilized the copy trading? Yeah, I've tried copy trading on Motive Wave. Works fine. All right, push through VWAP on NQ. ES is lagging behind now. They flipped. Ivan, I believe it took you 4 years because you didn't stick to one strategy. Because after you stuck with one strategy, you began seeing you do much better. That is true. Like jumping strategies, you would not believe how many different strategies I was like trying to learn over the years, and it definitely delayed my progress. I mean, there's a ton of different strategies that will work. It's just what makes sense to you, what works with your personality, or the style of trading you prefer. There's not like nothing's gonna cut down so much on the actual work you have to do with trading. Some strategies might be easier to understand or have more concrete rules and be less discretionary, but either way, it's going to take blindly entering just because certain criteria are met is not good. To me, doesn't work. Like, I still think you have to have some discretion to it, unless you have some algo that just can run off those rules and I don't know. But for me, I like having an element of my own discretion involved. We got 220 something people in here, only 41 likes. Hit the thumbs up button on this. It helps, really does help get the stream out to more people. Lets YouTube know that it's not shiesty. Hit the thumbs up button if you would. NQ came back here for a little VWAP touch here. Let's see if that holds. I think I would still, this morning, my initial thought is to look for the short side. We'll see. Watching the trading head-to-head with Carmen was illuminating in that it shows that even very experienced traders deal with the same psychology issues that even new traders deal with. Yeah, I don't know if it's like the exact same, but like there, like whenever you enter a trade, you're never really gonna know if it's gonna work out or not. So all you can do is put risk on the table, make sure that risk is managed. But yeah, you know, it's interesting to see, you know, days where he was struggling, and kind of frustrated with the markets. It's kind of like similar. Like I felt similarly. Um, but yeah, that's why I thought it was really interesting. Is just watching him in a trade, how he handles being in trade. You know, when he cuts a trade for a loss, how does he take that? Do you have a set formula for stop loss and take profit? It's not a set formula, but since I'm trading micros, I adjust the size based off my risk. So let's say, for instance, I'm shorting here, which I'm not. So I'd be shorting 80, and my stop would be probably like 401, 402. So that's about a 22 point stop. And from there, if I know I only want to risk like 200 bucks, then I adjust the size lower with the micros, so I can have my stop where I want it. Whereas, you know, if my stop is only like 12 points, I can size up so that I'm still risking the same dollar amount. And then I just use like, you know, price structure to determine where I want to exit. Back down under VWAP, just goofing around here. This is why I'm staying out of trades right now. 14 minutes in here. Nothing too interesting, to be honest. Feels very, feels pretty choppy to me. Air trader, you'll see if you look at my profit and loss top right here. There's session P&L, total P&L. So you'll see a number there when I've taken a trade. Started a real estate series. What about though? I don't dabble in that much real estate. Chat is quiet today. Are you guys taking any trades? I'm not seeing a whole lot just yet. Shorting? All right. Took a short on ES, says Felix. Hopefully you got in around like 240 or so. That'd be pretty comfortable. Traded pre-market. All right. Dion wants to know the benefits of traders using a 1 minute or less time frame to take trades. See them getting stopped out a lot due to this. It depends on. It really just depends on how you trade. Like, if you're just trading like an NQ looking for 10, 20 points, the 1 minute I think helps you get good entries. So for me, I like it. I can see like more micro structures for a short-term trade that I use in conjunction, with higher time frames. Like, I'll have the 5 minute up and monitoring that, making sure things look good. I usually have, the 15 minute. This is right now set to 2 hour. Usually it's set to 15 minute. And so I just double check that price structure still looks good for what I want to do on the higher time frames. But for getting in, I think the 1 minute for me, I'm just used to it. Makes sense. It depends on your risk, like how big is your stop loss. If you're trading like a 30-minute chart, I feel like you need to have a bigger stop loss usually. So you might get stopped out more, but it could still, be worth it if you just have, if you have tighter risk, and then you can get a nice winner to, make up for any of the stop outs and more, then it's fine. All right, nice little sell-off here. Broke into the 20s. Now we're at the 18,300 level. Really nice selling there. That would have been a nice trade to catch. Let's see. Felix, you're short on ES. Hopefully you got in at 41 and out at 33. Great trade. Very nice. Don't kick yourself for like not staying in longer, as long as you followed your plan. That's all you can do. The great Zachary, you would talk, but you feel like you only ask dumb questions that you probably have answered 1,000,001 times. You know what? If you don't ask it, someone else probably will, and I'll probably answer it. Unless you ask me something like what platform I'm using or where's my profit and loss, like something that's literally written on screen for you, I usually answer it. So, all right. Nice movement, nice selling there. RFL, I'm trading my own money right now. Miras, you have a tip for me? I struggle with psychology. I do well for 9 days, and the 10th day I blow up the entire account. Do you get like overconfident going into day 10? You know? Are you feeling like you really figured it out and that you should size up? I mean, I've done that before. Stacking candles here. Lots of red. So here's what you have to think about is you have to stop thinking about making money and just think about like preserving the money you've made, I guess. So on day 10, if you're like looking like, man, if I make $1,000 here, I'll have like 15,000 in profit and blah, blah, blah. And you get in your head about the money aspect. It's probably the wrong approach. I think you should think about it more as, okay, I don't have to take a trade today. If I don't see a great setup, I don't need to take it. I don't need to make money today. Also, it's okay if I do take a red day, as long as I just make sure my risk is limited in the sense that if I make $1,000 on my average green day, well, I want to make sure my red day is $500 or less, you know? Make sure that whatever you're making on your green days on average is like twice as much as what you lose on a red day on average. And then as long as you have like a decent win rate, you should be fine. So, you know, just if you know that's what happens, just, you know, take it slow. Like if you take a loss, okay, get up from your desk, stick your head outside, splash some water on it, come back. If there's a trade and that matches your criteria, then take it. If not, then just, that's fine. Shut it down and go do something else for the day. You got overconfident and refuse to be wrong. Hey, I've been there as well. Like that's, but you know you do that and you know that it hurts you, right? If you know that is not helping you, then you have to eliminate it. So know that, okay, this is a trade I do that's terrible. I'm just not gonna do it, even if it feels wrong. I'm gonna take a loss and like let it go, you know? It's kind of like how I kept moving my stop to break even. I did it on stream on Tuesday, and then I moved back. Like, no, I'm not going to do it, even though it feels like I'm protecting myself. Long run, I know that it hurts me, so I, moved it back to the original stop loss, and then I made $700. So it's just knowing, hey, I keep doing this thing, and it's not helping me at all. Order flow, what you're looking at now, it's showing the orders. The orders are like, here is traded orders in form of bubbles. The bigger the bubble, the more volume is traded. And then the lines you're looking at are limit orders resting in the market. That's the amount, like 341, 275 now, 52.10. So you're just watching that real time as orders hit the market. The left is just the dawn. We'll give your eyes a break here. Go to some familiar candlesticks. So there are a lot of sellers here. I mean, there were a lot of, like, look at the volume here. Some really nice selling volume coming in. Pretty aggressive. I'm here for it. Red bubble is not necessarily a short. It is, it could be, I mean, like if you're long, you sell to get out, right? So you don't necessarily know what someone's doing. You just know that it was a more aggressive sell order compared to a buy order hitting the ask. So I was thinking short side Obviously, that played out, and I was on the sidelines. That's okay. It was not time for me to get in. Let's see, 15 minutes in was like right here on this candle. So it's all right. Would have been nice, obviously, but can't catch every move. And I'd rather not break my rules to catch a move. That would have been a gamble. So I would really like to see a pullback now, a little bit of a bounce, and then I could get in short. Like I was saying, Prize Balewski. I wait 15 to 30 minutes before taking my first trade. I got to make sure my first trade is something I feel really good about. And like I was saying, 15-minute mark into the day, it was on this candle here. At that point, we're just at the lows. I don't really love selling the lows like that, so had no real reason to get in there. AirTrade, I don't use 20/50 EMAs anymore, really. Sometimes I have a 50 EMA on a chart just to gauge pullbacks. Nothing against them. I mean, I like EMAs just fine, but I've just been keeping my charts as clean as possible. All right, let me find where I want to sell short. Excuse me. So we have this low here, 82. 300s again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll get the pullback I would actually want. I think selling 300s could work out for me here. Short, when it's going down, you look for longs. When it's going up, you look for shorts. Well, you must have a terrible time on trend days, my friend. You must have a terrible time sitting on the sidelines or getting stopped out counter trend. I am not looking for longs yet. A lot of people are switching from Forex to futures, I see, just anecdotally. So that was just a little micro pullback. That was to the 60s. That was not enough of a pullback here. Where did I ever put my stop loss? So that's no entry for me. Forex versus futures. I think futures is a lot better. I mean, Trades by Matt was just talking about this on the stream the other day. Centralized exchange. No spreads. I don't know. Like, it just makes more sense to me. Like, this is just like a basket of equities of like companies I know about versus like a pair of currencies. Like, I have a hard time making sense of that. So like, especially in the US, like futures just, I think makes more sense for people to trade. Forex, the markets it just seems harder to turn a profit. It's just my opinion. All right, new lows. New lows. Going to the 200s. Low trend. I gotta wait. I think there's still more short side ahead. And I mean, I'm down to play bounce, but I gotta let this finish playing out. I think there's still some more time on this. So, gotta wait. And I mean, this could turn into a bear trend day. And if you're busy trying to catch reversals, you're gonna have a very bad day. So, I try not to hold on to some bias when the market is trying to tell me otherwise. You know, be open to anything. Be adaptable. You know. Would it be good or bad if there are more people trading futures instead of other markets? It's fine either way. I mean, it's so liquid. I don't think it would make it such a big difference. I don't know. I could be wrong. VIX is pumping. Nice signs of life from VIX, which is, you know, when I see that, it makes me a little less excited to go long. I much prefer it when we get this kind of a drop and VIX is still kind of hanging out around the lows. I feel much better about a reversal then. It could still happen, but I mean, just nice green candles here on VIX. Don't think we have like a, you know, an instant, you know, reverse V bottom, which who knows, you know, who knows? I have no idea. That's just my speculation. What broker do you use? I use EdgeClear. I like them because I can just call up the brokerage, talk to one of the guys like Nico or Giancarlo, and then be like, "Yo, can you close out this trade for me? I'm on the road, can't get to it." Or, you know, if I've had a lot of questions about just like trying to get everything running the way I wanted it, so I can always just email or call them and they get right back to me. So I like having just like someone like that on the other end. So that's why I like EdgeClear, and been pretty smooth so far. PD, great uploads you've been doing. It's fun to seeing your trading journey and getting reminded of the mistakes I had myself when I started. Appreciate that. I feel like you see so many success stories with trading on YouTube. That's like mostly what you see, because who wants to show these like bad trades? You know, when people comment on my videos like, "Oh, you idiot, why'd you short there?" or whatever, I'm like, dude, you're acting like you don't take crappy trades, which I know for a fact everyone takes crappy trades. And you're just not used to seeing them on YouTube, you know? You're not used to seeing a crappy trade on YouTube. So that's why people react that way. But everyone's taking crappy trades at some point. So don't act like you don't. So I feel like with my channel, it's like, you know, maybe you'll learn more on another channel, but this will give you maybe a little piece along your journey that like you're not the only person struggling with something. Martin says Giancarlo is super responsive. All right, there you go. Do you look at ETFs to see more in-depth strength direction of the market? No. No, I don't. Yeah, okay. Enough people here to give an update. Yeah. So I was top step. I had my my XFA account. I took two $2,000 withdrawals, so I took $4,000 out of that. Had a string of red days end of February into I think early March. Whoops. And I ended up blowing that, fortunately. But I took that money, I withdrew and opened the EdgeClear account, real money. So that's what this is. I started this account with $5,000, so putting like an extra 1,000 of my own money, if you want to think about it that way. And so I'm up about 35% or so on this. Excuse me. Anyways, this is a real money account. I might do some more combine or prop firm stuff in the future on the live stream. I think it could be fun. So we'll see. All right. So Market came into 203. Turned around here a little bit. I would still consider, excuse me, I would still consider short, depending on what happens. Obviously, like if we're getting some large green, or in this case, light blue candles, you know, it's like putting in a new higher low, maybe I, you know, change my tune. But for right now, I would still consider the short side valid. Appreciate the kind words, chat. There's some. I like this stream because like when I did this last summer, I feel like the people in here are, you know, kind and supportive of each other. There's not a lot of, I don't see a lot of ego in the chat. Every once in a while, someone comes along pretending like they know everything, but I mean, for the most part, it's just a group of, you know, people just trying to have some company on their day trading days. Some background noise. I'm obviously pretty chill, so I'm not going to amp you up too much probably, but that's all right. I don't think you want to be amped up when you're trading, to be honest. I think trading should be boring, and a lot of people don't want to hear that. But I'm not waiting for IB. I never really took into account IB. Not that I should, you know, whether I should or shouldn't. I mean, maybe I will now, but it's just not something historically that I've looked at. Do you use pivot lines? Actually, yeah, I did for a long time. And then I was just realizing the other day, I was like, hey, at some point, pivot lines disappeared from my chart. I actually loved having them on there because it was like a really nice, just like a really nice, what's the best way to describe it? I guess it just gives you like some levels where you might not have any, you know, if you don't have any levels from previous structure, pivots can do a really nice job of giving you like something to target, something to be aware of. Like, they've worked out really well. So yeah, I do like pivots actually. Thanks for reminding me to slap those on there. I'll do it on ES as well. I've seen them work plenty of times to make it worth like something worth having on my charts, you know. And a lot of people look at this charts and think, oh, it's so much to look at. And when it's your own charts, you know what to focus on. You know what you don't need to pay attention to. Like, yeah, I don't need this 1 hour demand zone anymore from this morning. But like, you know, you can narrow your focus and not worry about every line. But then at certain points, you're going to want those lines on for reference. And then there you have them. Odo, hey Daniel, how are you? Hey, what's up? I remember you from the last time I streamed in the summer. I did pass. Yeah, you can watch the videos on my channel. I passed the top step evaluation. I passed the combine twice. Got 2 XFAs. Blew one before taking withdrawal. Unfortunately, which someone commented, they're like, you should have at least taken a small withdrawal because you would have gotten your like last month's fees refunded to you. And I was like, you're right, I should have. So I messed that one up. And then I did another XFA, got $4,000 out of that one. Now I'm trading real money. And like I was saying earlier, I'll probably do some more funding firm combines. I think they're fun. I like the environment. Sometimes, you know, it's nice to get a break from it and have like a real money account. But I've been interested in what people are doing with trade copiers, you know, and trading multiple accounts. Like, that's definitely interesting to me. So we'll see. Maybe I'll dabble in that. All right. About 40 minutes into open, and do have a little V bottom here. I'm still looking. I think I'm still looking for a short here. We'll see. I think what will invalidate a short is if we boost above this, retest the 60s, and it holds. Obviously, I'm like not feeling shorts, but there's potential. It's a little dicey in my opinion because we could go either way. We do have, there's like an inverse head and shoulders on the 1 minute, which I don't really look at that, to be honest. Like you can see it pretty clear here on the ES. Here's the heat map. Here's ES. Here's NQ. There's a lot going on in that one. I'll keep it simple for this stream. All right. Let's go back to the candles. Have you heard of one of one funding? No, there's so many of these companies that just came out of the woodwork because they became popular and everyone's like seeing it as like probably a money making opportunity. So I would be weary of these new accounts. You know, search that funding firm and search on Reddit or search on Google, just whatever. Make sure like other people are doing it and have had, you know, a positive experience. But for me, I just made a video actually talking about this, which I'll probably put out maybe early next week, about I touch on this topic, but I just kind of stick with like the two main ones. Like Apex and TopStep are the biggest ones, and the ones that, like, I know TopStep is solid, and people always say Apex is as well, so I would stick with those two personally. Yeah, Matt's doing like 10 points across 20 accounts. Like, how is that not just so awesome? Like, I think getting 10 points is not that difficult. So that's pretty solid. Low trend, you've had 4 weeks of straight green days minus last week. I'm not throwing all-time highs corrections into my average. Oh, I missed probably one of your other comments. Well, that's nice, man. Congrats on the nice green streak there. Yeah, I can't go wrong with the OG like TopStep. Yeah, I agree. Like, I've reached out to support many times. Sometimes you just have to be patient. It takes a day or two, but like they've always resolved things, and I've gotten paid out from them within like 24 hours before, so I'm not upset at all by that. Okay, so got this boost off of the 200 level. We did hold this previous little swing high here at the 60s. I wouldn't mind a VWAP test. We could be in for a reversal. See, I'm a little like unsure of what to expect from this day. So for now, until I have more information, I think I have to stay sidelined, because shorting before VWAP doesn't really make sense, because my stop loss would be, up here probably, and at that point I might as well just wait to see if we actually get the VWAP test and get a way higher entry. For longs, my stop loss is what, down in the high 40s probably. So I would rather wait and see what happens at VWAP, So this right now is just a wait and see, structure for me, anyways. What risk am I putting on the account? Generally $200 to $300 per trade. Yeah, so the zones here, if you want to know when will you enter a trade, which key zone, the zones are not necessarily about like entering, but it's kind of giving me a roadmap of like price structure. So, like I was saying, I am looking to see what happens at VWAP before I do anything. Is TopStep all right with algo trading? I can't remember. I feel like they talked about that before. I think you could, but like you can't do like, you can't do what would you say, like high frequency trading. I mean, you can't do like more than like, I don't think they want you taking like 300 trades in a day. So I don't know. Maybe check in with the Discord and ask about it. Thoughts on ICT concepts? Hey, if it works for you, good for you. Just long it. Like I was just explaining, can't do that. That's not smart for me. Remember, guys, trading should be boring. I try to make the stream as, you know, entertaining without being over the top as possible. But at some point, it is just going to be boring. And we're getting some nice movement, but I'm not able to trade it just yet. That's just the way it is. Do you subscribe to distribution and auction theory? I do. I mean, the market is an auction. That's how I see it. I mean, I don't know exactly what else there is to subscribe to. I mean, there's buyers and sellers. That's an auction, in my opinion, on an open market like this. Learn how to juggle. I can juggle 3 at a time. I don't know if that's what you meant, but wait, really? Topstep does algo? Like I said, I thought at one point, like on their live stream, they had some guy who does algo trading on there. I'm not sure. I would defer to chat or defer to their Discord, or I ask them directly. I'm not sure. Novice. What about 5? What do you mean? What about 5? When I'm in a trade, you'll see lines on the chart. It'll be pretty obvious I'm in a trade. You'll see down here it says POS. Actually, it's short for a position. It's not a acronym or anything. It'll say like what my position is. You'll see P&L. You'll see an unrealized P&L. You'll see lines on the chart with my entry and my stop loss and my take profit. You'll see it all. Oh, what about 5? Juggling 5 at once? Yeah, no, I don't. My brain doesn't work that quickly. Maybe you could tell a dad joke every live stream, like Trades by Matt. I think that's his thing, and he's a dad. It makes sense. I should do my own thing and not just hijack his. Have you heard of a YouTube trader named Quant Trade Edge? No, I don't think I have. Actual useful stuff. All right. Interesting. Is MotiveWave your favorite platform to trade, or are there others you like more? It's my favorite platform to run on a Mac. I think it's a solid platform all around. In terms of other platforms, I like it better than Ninja. I like it better than Thinkorswim in terms of its margin and commissions. I mean, it's just a platform, but you can use your own brokerage. I like it better than Tradeovate. It's more full featured and it's not just, I don't know. I like it better than Tradeovate. So it costs money, which is the downside. There's a 2-week free trial, I think. If you go to !platform in the chat, you should be able to get a free trial of MotiveWave. I actually think they're having a sale. I think they emailed me about it. In case anyone is interested in MotiveWave, let me tell you what the sale was while we wait for potential entry. Okay, MotiveWave. Well, shoot, where did they email me at? Okay. Motive wave from, oh, there's a spring sale, 25% off, but I think it starts the 19th. So you could do the free trial now, and if you like it, after the 19th, you could hop on their 25% off sale. Hopefully, I was allowed to disclose that with you. I'm not sure if that's hush hush or not. Probably doesn't matter too much. Okay, we're at the 280s here. Yes. Yeah, so I'm less inclined to the short side. Got higher low, higher low. Jashi, thanks for the nice comment. I appreciate it. Joel, today's going all right, you know. Haven't taken any trades, but the market's moving today. That's good. Have I looked into kick streaming? No. I mean, my audience is here on YouTube. I don't. Streaming's hard enough without worrying about like any other platforms, to be honest. Two favorite indicators on TradingView. LRSI, Laguerre RSI, I like on the 5-minute. And what's another TradingView indicator I like? Anything that will keep you out of trouble, you know? That's why I usually look for indicators just to, like, kind of, what I said, keep me out of trouble, you know? Like, if I'm tempted to go long and, you know, maybe it's not the right, you know, it's just like more of a gut, you know, like, oh, this looks good for a long, you know, and I don't really have many other qualifying reasons to get long. Like, I like an indicator to be like, don't do that, you know? Ronnie, I didn't, why didn't you take a trade on that bounce? I didn't see any reason for me to get in. Like right here, like off this pivot, like it's not, you know, I'm not convinced enough that like we're getting a reversal just yet. That's why I didn't just hop in. Andrew, no. Oh man, did enough on Mango Street. Oh, Receptor. Speaking of Mango Street, or maybe it's not Receptor. Receptor. Anyways, from watching you on Mango Street over the years and now watching you here, it's been quite a journey. Yeah, I appreciate that. Sure has been. Did not think I was gonna be here. You know, like 5 years ago. Did not imagine me live streaming day trading. Joel says, I think every trader has fallen down the indicator trap, adding 10 indicators and thinking there's a holy grail. Yeah. You know, I think if you just need something, like as a beginner, you want something to like guide you, because you can't trust your own analysis just yet. You don't have enough of a track record. You don't have enough experience to be able to trust yourself really. And so you want something or someone to be like, to see something that you don't see. So that's, I think, the urge for an indicator is to be like, it's somehow analyzing between price, time, and volume. It's analyzing something that I'm not able to see just yet. So if you find something that just helps keep you on the right path, even if it's just like MACD or, you know, like just something that just maybe keeps you on the wrong side, the right side of the market, you know, more power to you. Okay. I am now feeling like we could go for the long side here. When I say we, I mean me. Do not follow my trades. I'll see us break this 300 level and hold it. just gonna clean this up real quick. All right. So. Might try and order. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get filled in this long at 74.25. Might be asking for too much on this. Hmm. Brendan, I'm getting a message retracted from you. I don't think I'm seeing your comments. Do you trade price action? I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, to be honest. My analysis for a long. Dip below, gets bought up. We hold this level. Make a new high, make a higher low. Hold this. I think we could be in for a little reversal now. So I'm not feeling awesome just yet with this like 1 minute price structure. I'll say ES looks a little, just looks a touch cleaner, but they're pretty similar. I do like to get filled down here though. This is a real money account. I just passed my Apex. Do they email me or do I have to email them? Do you think like there's probably hundreds of people passing Apex every day. Do you think they want 100 people emailing them? No, I'm sure they'll email you, man. That sounds like a nightmare for them not to email you. Just be patient. I know you're excited. I was the same way when I passed Tops Up. I'm like, yo, where's my email? Come on, give me my account. They'll get to you. Candle it. This is not a funded. This is just my real money account. Well, okay. I was asking for too much here. My original order entry would have gotten filled, but I did not get the fill at 74 like I wanted. Oh yeah, I do have a hard out here in like 25 minutes. Gotta set a timer. Well, bummer. There's a VWAP test. Have you ever tried dropshipping? Yes. I don't like it. Well, you know, it's nice to see the analysis play out. It's sad when I don't get to be part of my own analysis. It's all right. It's a nice little 50-point buy up. Oh, well. Hello from Belgium. What's up? Do you speak Spanish? No. I wish I did. Be very, very useful, but no. I took German in high school, and I barely know that. Remember words from that, so. My risk reward structure, Andrew, is generally at least 1 to 2. Hola, sitting on your hands as well. Yeah, can't catch them all, that's for sure. Just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. So hopefully, like, if you, like, you know, someone asked about my analysis for long. Since we're just, you know, I'm on the sidelines here. Low, little pullback, and then almost like a little mini selling climax of sorts. But you start to see this buying start to pour in, right? And so you want to see, okay, our seller's just going to sell at a higher level now. And here's an interesting, I think SMC traders call that a break in market structure maybe. Anyways, we put in a higher high. We come back down. This is actually kind of a SMC type trade, I feel like, because then you have a fair value gap entry like right here. I mean, any of these spots. But it's a higher low put in. And so looking at the structure, you can't, in my opinion, you can't just short that. That doesn't make sense. We're seeing some buying activity, and I'm expecting buyers to continue at least to VWAP. So the reason why I want to get long, my like from an indicator perspective, which we kind of talked about, those were like rolling over right to the bull side. So I like to wait, you know, for more, you know, for when I have the most pieces of the puzzle aligning to enter. So everything was starting to line up for me. Brennan, thanks for the donation. I don't know what ZAR is. 14 ZARs. Appreciate it. I have looked at Lux Algo, actually. They make some great stuff, to be honest. Andrew, you made money off my analysis. Hey, that's awesome. And hopefully, you know, you can just do that without me. Honestly, this is a late long. I could be convinced. I don't like chasing. Barack, I talked about this I don't know, 20 minutes ago, where I talked about getting payouts. Yeah, I got 2 payouts of $2,000 a piece. And then now I'm trading real money account. This account started with $5,000 around the beginning of February at 6,800. Trading's going well. All things Amazon. Thank you. I'm doing well. Try using Lux Algo signals for more certainty. I already feel good about what I have, you know, my system. It's obviously serving me well. I've done pretty well this year, to be honest. And mixing it up now when I'm like really starting to get in the flow makes 0 sense. So I'm not going to, if something's not broken, I'm not going to try to fix it. Yeah, what is with the Lux Algo spam bots? Yeah, I mean, do that many people love Lux Algo, or is there something else going on? Laws, what's up? Volume is going down. Would wait to see how the 15-minute closes before going long. Fair enough. Penguin Lord, what's up? Do you still make music? Not as. I mean, I just bought a new guitar, so I'm trying to get back into playing. And as far as like the production side, I haven't done it in a while, but I love doing it. So I just have to make time for it, and I haven't done it recently. Still trading supply and demand mainly. I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't say I trade supply and demand. I use supply and demand to map out levels. I often use those as an exit. But I wouldn't say I'm like a supply and demand trader, but it's definitely like an important piece of the puzzle for helping me map out levels. Have you filmed the video talking about your current strategy? I have not, because I don't really know the best. It's kind of discretionary, and it's kind of hard for me to explain all the pieces, because I kind of, as you learn, as you try to trade throughout the years, you start to pull in pieces from different resources and different places that you learn from. And like for instance, I talked about in my last video how Carmine was like a mentor to me. I learned a lot from Carmine, but like I don't trade the exact same way he does. He still sees things I don't. Like, he's good at reading, really good at reading order flow and stuff, and I'm less good at that. So I use like other things to fill in some gaps that he doesn't use. So everyone kind of formulates their own little strategy, I feel like, based off everything they've learned. And for me, it does require some discretion. And that's a little bit harder to talk about. Have I used Ripster 47 clouds? Yeah, I've used Ripster clouds before. It's fine. Yeah, good. I never really, not sure I've taken trades off of it, but again, if it helps fill in some gaps for you, keep you on the right side, keep you out of trouble, use it. Do you ever jump into a position after it begins moving in your favorite direction? Yeah, I do. There's that definitely, and many times when I jump in a little late, we'll get like a pullback. So for instance, if I like hopped in just above VWAP here, which I wouldn't, and then we get the pullback, I'm like, well, if I would have waited 2 more minutes, I would have gotten such a better entry where you don't have to sweat it out so much. But there are times when, I feel like there's enough momentum to qualify a quote unquote chase, a later entry. It's so dope to see your progress. What changed? When was the moment it clicked? I've been trying to think about that a lot lately, because something definitely clicked. And it was right around the turn of the year here. And I had to think about it more. I try to think about what exactly clicked, because I've always wondered with other traders, what was the thing that helped you get over the hump into profitability? I've always wondered that. And now that I'm there, it's a lot harder to actually think about, because it feels like almost like a lot of things locking into place. I think part of it is just understanding like what you're trading. So being so familiar with ES or NQ, like understanding its like behaviors and looking for like maybe the less obvious play, looking for the market to put some people in pain. Like imagine if you shorted down here, like you got wrecked. And maybe that seems like, it's an obvious bear trend to hop in short. Maybe not so fast, and I didn't take part of this little buy up, but I mean, I often am looking for what could the market do that would make me think the opposite. Kind of like it's almost like a contrarian way of thinking, but you're looking for it to like kind of fake you out in a way, and you're waiting for that fake out to happen, and then you're pouncing. Then you're getting in on the right side where the market's actually going to go. So it's hard for me to nail it down to one thing. I'll try to think about that some more and maybe get a better answer for you. Marie, thank you for the comment. Yeah, I mean, I thought there should be more people out there kind of documenting their journey. And there's like, what if I just came out of nowhere after 5 years and be like, I'm a $1 million trader. Like, just trust me on this, bro. Uh, you know, buy my course. Like, I mean, where'd you come from? I don't even know who you are. Whereas you can watch me suck. You can watch me suck more. You can watch me suck a little less. You can watch me, okay, pretty good. You can watch me, the idea is you can go back and just watch my entire progression and, see that like when I'm live trading, like I'm not just full of it. Like I have no problem showing you my L's. This is nice. I like this pullback here to the 80s. I will I'll catch up here with chat in a little bit. I gotta focus now. I might be looking for an entry here, so just gonna focus for a minute. The 15-minute does not make me want to go long. The 1 minute, I kind of like, I want to see 80s hold here. But from the 15-minute perspective, it's not instilling me with confidence for a long. When I'm on the fence like this, I think it's best to stay out because I do feel like it could go either way right here. This structure to me, it looks all right for the long side, like I'm saying on the 1 minute, but I don't love this 15-minute structure as much. I think for me, I do want to see 300s now hold. I want to see it hold above 300s. Right at the point of control here. So just going to sit on my hands a little bit longer here. See if something shakes out that makes sense. Oof. See, we poked above 300s, got smacked down. Watching it again here. Keeps trying for it. Just battling out here at the 300s. I think I gotta hold off here. Boom, that's nice. Nice buy in there. Oh man, this is back and forth. As much as I would love to take a great trade on stream, not sure it's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. Like I was saying, I do have a hard out today, but it seems a little. It does seem a little trappy. Like, you know, if you took the long up here, you're sweating it out right now. So it's a bit dicey when I'm like feeling like it could go either way. I think it's best to not be in it. And that's okay. If you're like struggling, like you feel like you need to take a trade, think about this. At the end of the day, would you rather see a 0 on your P&L for the day, or would you rather see negative 300, negative 400, whatever your R is? Like seeing, knowing that, honestly, a 0 day is the second best day you can have in the market. So Yeah, it's not so bad. But, well, hang on. The 80s are holding. I see it looks like some of you are taking some nice trades. That's great. Make some money. All right, there's a lot of comments there where I was focusing that probably have to get to you tomorrow on stream. So if I didn't answer your question, feel free to swing by tomorrow. I'll try to get to it. But it is important for me to prioritize my trading, especially when I'm looking for an entry. I don't hate this. I feel like I stopped out a lot of weak longs here. All right, I'll put risk on here. So, my stop, I'll be, let's see, I think 68, risking about 250 or so. I'm gonna shoot for this pivot here. 78, 78.50. Again, I'd step away for a call here in a few minutes. I'm gonna leave the stream up while I do that, if I'm still in this trade. To me, this is not the highest quality setup here. I mean, it's kind of right in the middle of chop here. So we'll see if we get that break into VWAP. Want to see it hold above it. If we're like faltering around the 40s here, I'll consider taking the trade off early. So. Chat is all over the place with longs and shorts. Don't know what to make of it. All right. So what I don't like about this, well, a few things, but VIX is still pumping. Not feeling this. There's like just buyers just like feel like they disappeared. Yeah, I'm honestly not really liking this trade. I'm gonna tighten up my risk. Pretty much just stop out of this trade. I'm not really feeling it. Wasn't a great entry. Middle of this kind of choppy crap. So not a great trade. There's just no follow through. There's no momentum right now. It's not really fun to sit in something like that. Gross. Yeah, I'm killing that. Not something I want to sit in. All right. I'm going to end the stream. Down 127.50. You can see right there. There's my balance. I'll be back at it tomorrow. 8:15 Central. Come swing by if you like hanging out. Appreciate everyone. Don't let chat influence you, Daniel. Hey, this is the first comment I'm reading in chat in a while. So no worries there. I learned my lesson from last summer. So glad y'all can hang out. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. 8:15. Have a good rest of your trading day. See you then.